Page 491, number 21. Solve the system of equations. 4x plus 3y equals 3, and 3x plus 11y equals 13. Now we could solve this using a number of different methods, but since our x's, our y's, and our answers are all lined up, elimination is probably the best method. I'm going to try to get the x's to cancel. So to do that, I'm going to multiply this top equation by 3. That'll give me 12x. I'm going to multiply this bottom equation by negative 4. That'll give me negative 12x. And then when I add these two equations together, the x's will cancel. So multiplying the top equation by 3 gives me 12x plus 9y equals 9. Multiplying the bottom equation by negative 4 gives me negative 12x minus 44y equals negative 52. Now if I add these two equations together, 12x minus 12x cancel out. That's exactly what we want to happen. 9y minus 44y gives me negative 35y equals 9 minus 52 gives me negative 43. And if I divide both sides by negative 35, I get y equals 43 35ths. Okay, seems like a strange answer, but it works out. So now to find x, I can substitute that number back in for y. So let's do that into the top equation here. So instead of writing 4x plus 3y, I'll write 4x plus 3 times 43 35ths equals 3. Now let's multiply 3 times 43 35ths. That gives me 4x plus 3 times 43 is 129 35ths equals 3. Now this 3 over here, let's just write that in 35ths as well. So it's 3 over 1 right now. If I multiply top and bottom by 35, I will get 105 35ths. Now the reason I wrote it that way is because we have to subtract 129 35ths from both sides. That gives me 4x equals negative 24 35ths. And if I divide both sides by 4, well, that's the same as multiplying by 1/4. I will get, this cancels out, so I get x equals negative 6 35ths. So now, there's my point that will make both of these equations true. Now, since I got some strange answers, let's make sure we check these by plugging them back in place of x and y. And I'm going to let my calculator do some of the work for me. So that top equation, I'm just going to say 4 times negative 6 35ths plus 3 times 43 35ths. And when I press enter, I get 3. So those two values of x and y work for the top equation. Let's see if they work for the bottom. 3 times negative 6 35ths plus 11 times 43 35ths gives me an answer of 13. So these values, strange as they seem, will make both of these equations true.